One sunny afternoon, a man named John took a walk in the park, where he often went to relax. He enjoyed the feeling of the sun on his face and the sound of birds chirping above. The park was a sanctuary away from his busy life, a place where he could clear his thoughts and appreciate the simple pleasures nature offered. Walking past the benches, John noticed a small baby monkey sitting alone, looking scared and lost. It wasn't something he saw every day, and the sight immediately caught his attention. The monkey had large, watery eyes and seemed to be searching for something or someone. John couldn't just walk by without doing something to help. Feeling a sense of compassion, John approached the monkey carefully so as not to startle it. He moved slowly, speaking in gentle tones to try and comfort the little creature. The monkey watched him intently, its tiny body trembling. John extended his hand cautiously, hoping to show he meant no harm. Each step closer felt like an emotional tug on his heart. To his surprise, the monkey reached out and grabbed John's hand tightly, refusing to let go. It was as if the monkey had been waiting for someone like John. He felt the tiny fingers wrap around his, and suddenly a bond was formed. John's initial intention was just to help, but now he felt an unusual attachment growing between them. John didn't understand why the monkey was so attached to him, but he decided to take it to the local veterinarian. He figured they might have more answers about why the monkey was alone and why it clung to him so desperately. Carefully cradling the baby monkey, John walked briskly toward the clinic, determined to get to the bottom of this mystery. At the veterinarian clinic, John explained the situation to Dr. Smith, who agreed to examine the monkey. Dr. Smith listened attentively as John recounted how he found the baby monkey alone and took it upon himself to help. The clinic was bustling with other pets, but Dr. Smith made time for this unusual case, promising to give the monkey a thorough checkup. Dr. Smith found the monkey to be healthy, but noted its unusual attachment to John. He performed various checks and reported that the monkey, apart from being slightly undernourished, was in good physical condition. Dr. Smith pointed out that such immediate bonding behavior was unusual, suggesting that there might be a deeper connection between John and the monkey. Understanding the bond, Dr. Smith suggested running a DNA test for more information. The idea seemed far-fetched to John, but the vet insisted it could provide important insights. What if there was a biological reason for the monkey's behavior? Reluctant but curious, John contemplated the suggestion, wondering what the test might reveal and if it would solve the mystery. John hesitated, but eventually agreed to the test, hoping to learn more about the monkey's origins. The idea of a DNA test seemed unusual for an animal, but Dr. Smith assured him it was the best way to gather more information. They collected the samples required and sent them off to the lab, both eager and nervous about the potential findings. As they waited for the DNA test results, John and the monkey grew even closer. Every day, John spent time bonding with the baby monkey, who seemed to thrive under his care. They shared meals, played games, and even watched TV together. Neighbors started to notice how inseparable they were, and John felt a deepening sense of responsibility towards his new friend. John decided to name the monkey Charlie, feeling that it suited the little guy's energetic personality. With every passing day, they spent more and more time together, engrossed in various activities. The name seemed to cement their bond even further, as if giving Charlie a name also gave their relationship a new depth. John found incredible joy in Charlie's playful antics and the strong connection they shared. Each day, John took Charlie everywhere he went, bringing the little monkey along to the grocery store, his favorite cafe, and even on errands. People in the neighborhood started to become familiar with the sight of John and Charlie together. Some found it charming, while others were merely curious. But for John, every day was an adventure with Charlie by his side, making the mundane feel special. People in the community started recognizing John and Charlie as an inseparable pair. They would often approach John to ask about Charlie, and some kids even brought small treats for the monkey. It was clear that in a short time, John and Charlie had become a local fixture, bringing a unique charm to the neighborhood and generating smiles wherever they went. John began to recall memories of having a pet monkey many years ago, adding layers to the unfolding mystery. He reminisced about the days when a baby monkey had been an important part of his life, though the details were fuzzy. It was bizarre how Charlie's presence seemed to awaken these long-dormant memories, making John even more curious about their strange bond. One day, as they sat in the park enjoying the tranquility, a woman approached John. She seemed a bit hesitant, but eventually introduced herself, claiming to know something significant about Charlie. Her approach was cautious, yet filled with purpose, piquing John's interest. He listened attentively, sensing that whatever she had to say might hold the key to understanding more about Charlie. The woman, named Laura, explained that she had once worked at an exotic animal sanctuary. Her experience with animals gave her a unique perspective, and she believed she recognized Charlie. Laura shared anecdotes from her time at the sanctuary, painting a vivid picture of the place and its inhabitants. John's curiosity grew as he realized that Laura could provide valuable insights about Charlie's past. Laura described a similar baby monkey that had disappeared from the sanctuary years ago. Her description matched Charlie perfectly, and the story filled John with mixed feelings of hope and confusion. Laura recalled the circumstances of the baby monkey's disappearance, explaining how much effort had gone into searching for it. John was stunned and eager to find out if Charlie was indeed the lost monkey. John listened intently as Laura recounted the story, hanging on her every word and hoping for some answers about Charlie. Laura explained the details of the sanctuary, the day the monkey went missing, and the efforts made to find it. She believed that a connection between John's Charlie and the lost monkey from the sanctuary might not be a mere coincidence. Laura suggested that John bring Charlie to the sanctuary for further evaluation. She believed that the sanctuary's resources and experts could help determine the truth about Charlie's origins. John mulled over the suggestion, feeling that it might be the next logical step in solving the mystery. He knew that going to the sanctuary could provide important answers and clarify Charlie's past. Hoping to uncover the truth, John agreed and arranged a visit to the sanctuary. He contacted Laura to make the necessary preparations, and they set a date to meet with the sanctuary's team. As the day approached, John felt a mix of anticipation and nervousness. He hoped that this visit would finally answer the many questions swirling in his mind about Charlie. At the sanctuary, John and Charlie were warmly greeted by the caretakers. The staff seemed genuinely curious and excited to meet Charlie, which made John feel hopeful. They all introduced themselves, shaking hands and making small talk as Charlie clung to John's arm. The atmosphere was welcoming, and it was clear that the sanctuary team was eager to assist in discovering Charlie's origins. Charlie seemed excited and nervous as they walked around, recognizing some familiar scents. His little nose twitched, and he kept looking around as if the surroundings jogged some hidden memories. The caretakers led John and Charlie through various enclosures, explaining the history and the work they do. Charlie's reactions were a mix of curiosity and familiarity, making everyone even more intrigued. The caretakers examined Charlie and confirmed that he resembled the missing monkey. They took note of various markings and behaviors, comparing them with records they had. Charlie's reactions were consistent with what was described about the lost baby monkey. The initial examination offered promising hints but wasn't conclusive, so the team decided that further tests, especially a DNA test, would be necessary. The sanctuary director, Mr. Thompson, suggested waiting for the DNA test results for certainty. He explained that while the resemblance was striking, only scientific proof could provide concrete answers. John agreed, understanding the importance of accuracy in this situation. The samples were collected meticulously, and Mr. Thompson assured John that the results would be expedited. In the meantime, they were advised to stay hopeful. John felt a mix of hope and anxiety as they continued to wait for the results. The days seemed longer, filled with a constant undercurrent of anticipation. He kept busy by spending more quality time with Charlie, trying not to think too much about the wait. However, the uncertainty was always there, hovering in the background, making every moment feel charged with expectation. Meanwhile, John and Charlie developed a daily routine that brought them even closer together. They began to have set times for different activities, which both seemed to enjoy. The predictability of the routine helped calm the anxiousness John felt about the pending test results. Each day followed a rhythm that deepened their bond, making John realize just how much of a companion Charlie had become. They enjoyed morning walks, afternoon naps, and evening TV shows together, becoming like family. John found comfort in the simple joys they shared, whether it was a stroll in the park or curling up on the couch. Charlie was always by his side, a constant and reassuring presence. These moments became the highlight of John's days, providing a comforting sense of normalcy. Friends and neighbors noticed the bond between John and Charlie and often commented on it. People were charmed by the unique friendship, offering kind words and curiosity. Some even said that they could see a special glow in John's eyes since Charlie came into his life. The duo became well known in the community, admired for their obvious affection and the joy they brought to others. John felt happier and more fulfilled with Charlie by his side, providing him with companionship. The once lonely days now seemed full of life and purpose. John found himself looking forward to each new day, eager to share it with Charlie. It was a profound change, and John couldn't help but feel grateful for this unexpected turn in his life, emphasizing the depth of their bond. The days turned into weeks as they awaited the DNA test results, growing more impatient. The wait seemed endless, but John tried to stay optimistic. Despite the uncertainty, John and Charlie continued to enjoy their daily routines and the moments they shared. The bond between them only grew stronger as each day passed, making it clear that, regardless of the test results, their journey together had been extraordinary. To pass the time, John started documenting their adventures in a small journal. Each day he would jot down details about their shared moments, almost as if capturing their journey on paper. It became a soothing ritual, allowing him to focus on the positive aspects of their time together. John filled pages with anecdotes, sketches, and little memories that he cherished, making sure the bond they shared was documented in detail. He wrote about their walks, their favorite spots in the park, and the little things that made Charlie special. The rustling leaves that caught Charlie's attention, or the way he'd cling a bit tighter during a thunderstorm, were all documented. John found joy in these small acts, realizing just how much Charlie had come to mean to him. It was a testament to their growing connection and shared experiences. One rainy afternoon, John received a call from Dr. Smith, who had the DNA test results. The sound of the phone ringing broke the silence, making John's heart race with anticipation. He answered quickly, his voice trembling slightly as he spoke to the doctor. Dr. Smith's calm yet urgent tone added to John's growing excitement. He knew this call could change everything and reveal the mystery behind Charlie. Excited and nervous, John quickly headed to the clinic to find out the truth. He could barely contain his anxiety as he navigated through the rain-soaked streets, Charlie perched securely on his shoulder. The drive felt longer than usual, every minute adding to his anticipation. Thoughts of what the results could mean fluttered through his mind, but he focused on getting there as fast as possible. At the clinic, Dr. Smith greeted John and Charlie with a smile, ready to share the results. The doctor's welcoming demeanor helped ease some of John's tension. They exchanged pleasantries, but John's eagerness was evident, and he could barely hide it. Dr. Smith led them into his office, where the sealed envelope with the test results lay waiting on the desk, signaling the moment of truth. Dr. Smith revealed that the DNA test results showed an astounding genetic match between John and Charlie. The doctor opened the envelope with a composed but intrigued look. John leaned in closer, his eyes widening as he heard the unexpected news. The match was undeniable, confirming a deep connection between him and the monkey. It was a revelation that left John utterly speechless, trying to process the information. John was shocked and asked Dr. Smith how this could be possible given the monkey's background. He needed to understand how Charlie, who seemed to have appeared out of nowhere, could be so closely related to him. The doctor explained that while the genetic match was clear, there were still some gaps in the story. John's mind raced with questions, eager to uncover the truth behind this surprising discovery. Dr. Smith explained that further investigation revealed John had a baby monkey that went missing years ago. The records pointed to a tragic past event that John had almost forgotten amidst the passage of time. The loss had been a deep wound, one he thought would never heal. The DNA findings now connected those old memories to this current moment, creating an intricate tapestry of fate and coincidence. The monkey clinging to John's hand, Charlie, was actually his long-lost offspring. This revelation struck John like a bolt of lightning. The memories of the lost baby monkey hurried back, flooding John's mind with images from the past. He looked at Charlie, realizing that the loyal companion who had brought him so much joy was, in fact, his missing family member. The connection between them suddenly made perfect sense. John felt a rush of emotions, disbelief, joy, and relief, as he realized Charlie was his lost monkey. Tears welled up in his eyes. The years of wondering and heartache had culminated in this incredible moment. He hugged Charlie tightly, not wanting to let go of this miraculous reunion. It felt as though a piece of his heart that had been missing for so long was finally restored. Charlie seemed to sense the significance of the moment, gripping John's hand even tighter. It was as if the monkey understood that their bond had been reaffirmed in a way neither could have ever imagined. John's tears flowed freely, but they were tears of joy. It was a moment both tender and triumphant, sealing their unique relationship. Dr. Smith congratulated John and expressed amazement at this incredible reunion. The doctor, who had seen many unusual cases, found this story particularly heartwarming. He shook John's hand with a wide smile, genuinely moved by the discovery. He commented on the beautiful, almost poetic twist of fate that had brought them back together. John's heart swelled with pride and happiness as Dr. Smith's words sunk in, accentuating the miracle of the moment. It felt like all the struggles and questions of the past had melted away, replaced by an undeniable connection that could never be broken. The news quickly spread among the clinic staff, who also expressed their joy for John and Charlie. Nurses, technicians, and other doctors came by to congratulate them, each adding their own words of encouragement and amazement. The clinic buzzed with excitement as everyone felt a sense of shared happiness for the heartwarming reunion. It was the kind of story that lifted everyone's spirits, reminding them of the wonders life could unfold. John decided to share the good news with his friends and neighbors, who had supported him and Charlie. He spent the evening making phone calls and sending messages, eager to spread the joy. His friends responded with cheers and congratulatory messages, thrilled to hear about the miraculous reunion. Each call strengthened John's joy, as his community's support made him realize he was not alone in celebrating this unique bond. Everyone was thrilled by the heartwarming story and congratulated John on the reunion. Friends and neighbors couldn't stop talking about the incredible news. They organized a small get-together to celebrate, where John shared the details of the DNA test and the astonishing results. Laughter, hugs, and happy tears filled the room, as everyone felt part of this remarkable journey. It was a joyous occasion, marking a new chapter in John and Charlie's life. John and Charlie's bond grew even stronger as they embraced their new life together. They resumed their daily routines, but with a heightened sense of closeness. Walks in the park, meals, and even quiet evenings at home felt like cherished moments. John found himself talking to Charlie more, sharing thoughts and plans for the future. It was as if they understood each other on a deeper level, solidifying their unbreakable bond. John made arrangements to ensure Charlie's well-being, involving regular checkups at Dr. Smith's clinic. He wanted to make sure Charlie stayed healthy and happy. John discussed various care plans with Dr. Smith, from nutritious diets to stimulating exercises. He even considered pet therapy sessions. The goal was to provide Charlie with the best possible life, filled with care, love, and attention. John was committed to being the best caretaker he could be. The local news picked up their story, featuring John and Charlie in a special segment. A reporter reached out to John, eager to share this heartwarming tale with a wider audience. They filmed a touching interview at John's home, capturing the essence of their unique bond. The cameras rolled as John recounted the journey, from the initial meet to the DNA revelation. The story touched many hearts, reminding people of the unexpected ways family can be found. Viewers from all walks of life responded to the segment with letters, emails, and social media messages. It became more than just a story. It was a beacon of hope and a reminder that family bonds can transcend the ordinary. Social media was buzzing with comments and shares, each one reflecting the collective sentiment of happiness and inspiration. John found himself replying to a sea of messages, feeling more connected to his community. The support was overwhelming, filling him with a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Charlie, always by his side, seemed to sense the positive energy. Simple activities like feeding Charlie or taking a walk felt like cherished rituals that reaffirmed their deep connection. They continued to enjoy their daily routines with a deeper understanding of their unique bond. Morning walks became longer and more meaningful, filled with playful stops and curious explorations. Meals were shared with more joy, as John prepared nutritious dishes that Charlie loved. John wrote in his journal more fervently, capturing every special moment with Charlie. His entries became longer, filled with the details of their adventures and quiet times. People often stopped them in the park, eager to meet the famous reunited duo. Walks in the park became social events, as strangers approached with smiles and words of admiration. Children were particularly fascinated by Charlie, who seemed to enjoy the attention. John relished these encounters, using them as opportunities to educate others about animal welfare. Each conversation was a chance to share their story and spread a little more joy and awareness. John and Charlie attended events together, raising awareness about animal care and rescue. They were invited to schools, community centres, and charity events, where they shared their heartwarming story. John spoke passionately about the importance of animal welfare, while Charlie's adorable antics captured everyone's hearts. These events became a platform for John to advocate for better treatment and care for animals, making a real difference in the community. Charlie became an ambassador for the local animal shelter, helping other animals find homes. His story was featured in newsletters and on the shelter's website, inspiring many to adopt or support the cause. Charlie's presence brought joy wherever he went, and his role as an ambassador gave him a new purpose. John was proud to see the positive impact they were making, knowing that their journey was helping other animals in need. The sanctuary staff kept in touch, delighted by the successful reunion of John and Charlie. They called regularly to check on Charlie's progress and shared updates on other animals. They even planned a special visit for John and Charlie to the sanctuary, where they could reunite with old friends and continue to support the mission of animal rescue. Dr. Smith considered the reunion a professional highlight, often sharing the story with new clients. John started a blog to share their continuing adventures and offer advice to other pet owners. He wrote about their daily life, road trips, and the challenges they overcame together. The blog quickly gained a following, as people were eager to read about Charlie's antics and John's heartfelt tips. Charlie's playful antics and intelligent behaviour entertained readers and brought smiles to many faces. John often posted videos and photos of Charlie's latest tricks, from solving puzzles to interacting adorably with other animals. The comments section was filled with laughter and joy, as people found comfort in Charlie's playful nature. Their story inspired donations to the local animal shelter, aiding more animals in need. John often shared posts about the shelter, encouraging his readers to contribute in any way they could. Fundraisers and adoption events received more attention and support thanks to the awareness John and Charlie's blog raised. The shelter staff were grateful, noting a significant increase in adoptions and donations, all credits to the inspiring journey of John and Charlie. Many people found their spirits lifted and their hearts warmed by their tale. John often spoke at community events, his words resonating with anyone who needed a reminder that miracles could happen. and that hope should never be abandoned. Years passed, but Charlie never let go of John's hand, staying true to their remarkable bond. Their connection remained as strong as ever, only growing deeper with each passing day. Together, they navigated life's ups and downs, always finding comfort in each other's presence. John couldn't imagine his life without Charlie by his side, a constant reminder of the miracle that had brought them back together. Their bond stood the test of time. John and Charlie lived a happy and content life together, proving that family can be found in the most unexpected places. Their days were filled with love, laughter, and endless adventures. They continued to inspire everyone around them with their story of reunion and resilience. No matter where life took them, they faced it together, hand in paw. Their journey was a testament to the power of love and the incredible bonds that can form between humans and animals.